Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the Trubal Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
So we have a sister here in Ontario who was under attack by evil spirits and came across a psychic ad and felt like she should go there for help ridding herself of those evil spirits. Take a look at what happens.
Last October, she lost her home and was depressed. She saw a sign for a psychic that said from divorce to depression, any problem solved within 24 hours. But at their first meeting, she was given bad news.
He said, well, if you don't do what I tell you, your life could be in danger and your sons could lose their lives. We have to deal with this black magic right away, or else something bad is going to happen.
She gave him a total of $46,000 and was told to get jars from a dollar store so they could be captured in a ritual.
They're going to have to be caught in these jars and captured and taken to Niagara Falls to be killed.
After that, she was told her life would be wonderful and this piece of foil in a frame would protect her.
I'm going to be the recipient of the biggest lotto, biggest jackpot. I'm going to have a home by the lake.
But then she was told the evil spirits came back and it would cost another $20,000. At that point, she felt duped. Marie Jean says it was this business in Scarborough on Kingston Road near Morningside Avenue where she gave a man named Mahadev the money. When we went to the door, it was locked, so we called the number. She gave you $46,000 to get rid of some evil spirits. Your door is locked, but we'd love to come in and talk to you if we can. How do you feel about this?
I feel terrible. I feel embarrassed and disgusted.
Thank you. I'm so happy. If it was not for your intervention, I would not have been given back that money. Thank you, Pat.
I don't know about you, but don't you always find that psychics always give you like the worst news? They're like the Grim Reaper. And when you go to see them for a reading, they're always going to tell you something grave is going to happen unless you do this, which is give them money. And in this case, to the tune of $46,000. This sister was duped to the nth degree. And what mystifies me is anybody who says to me, go to the dollar store and get some jars, and we're going to put all these evil spirits in a jar. How do you put evil spirits in a jar? This isn't like I Dream of Genie, where there's like a genie in a bottle and you rub it and then they jump out, or they go back in. Like, this is crazy to me that she would even fall for that. And then the frame with the golden foil. And then he says to her, you know what? These evil spirits have come back, so you need to give me more money. And it wasn't until the second time, after already giving him $46,000, that she felt embarrassed and ashamed and finally realized she was getting duped. And then, of course, the name of this so-called psychic is Mahadev, which is definitely a South Asian Indian name. And they are known to be scammers. And so it wasn't until she brought the news into it that he then returned her money to her. And so at the end of this clip, you hear her thanking CTV for stepping in. But again, why would this sister believe a psychic? You know, in the clip, you see that she's holding a Bible. Why not pray? Why don't you believe in God and maybe what God can do for you rather than a psychic who's going to take $46,000 for you? On the other hand, these days, even when you go to your pastor, because there are so many so-called pastors out here that are false prophets that are taking you for everything instead of helping you. So it really comes down to who can you trust these days. However, if somebody says to me that I need to give them $46,000 to help rid me of evil spirits, I think I would much rather go to church or just stay home and pray to God before I'm going to give somebody $46,000. Because at the end of the day, these psychics are nothing but scammers. They don't know anything about anybody's future. And as I said, they're always going to give you a grave situation so that they can take you for everything that you have. And I guess this sister must have been in a level of despair so that she took leave of her senses and gave this man her life savings. Apparently, this was her life savings. But fortunately, she did get it back. And that is, sort of the lesson in exposing people that are, doing wrong to us. And so I'm happy that she got her money back. And again, that's what we just need to keep doing, is exposing people when they're, scamming us. But more importantly, exercising wisdom, exercising common sense, tapping into your woman's intuition that, when in doubt, don't. And if it seems too good to be true, it likely is. So let this be a lesson to everybody. Stay away from these psychics. They don't have any knowledge of your future. They don't have any knowledge of what's going on in your life. I mean, some people are really into the paranormal and UFOs and psychic mediums and all those things. I'm not. I personally, there's only one supreme being for me, and that is God. That's it. Let me know what you all think about this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this content. Also download the African Diaspora News app. You can grab it at the Google or Apple store, or head over to africandiasporanews.org and grab it there. Access to wonderful things you won't see here. So you want to download that app. And last but certainly not least, subscribe to my YouTube channel, EA Public Relations. Until next time, please be safe, everyone.